Hello everybody and welcome back to Fenton Forest Farm with me, CWATTYESO, here in Farming Simulator 19. Just let me quickly remember to turn the telly down. There we go, that was a little bit loud. Right, we're here. What have we got to do today? Right, well, we've got most of the fields sort of seeded. We've got oilseed radish growing. Our poplars are ready to harvest, so we're going to be doing a poplar harvest today. And we've got a few other bits and bobs that we need to do. Let's have a look. The grass needs to be mowed. Yeah, figured. Like I say, we've got our oilseed radish sowed and planted. So let's have a quick look round, see where we're at with everything. He's there, he's done a lot of the digestate to the store and stuff. Here's our cedar, fresh off the back of having done the well, still got some oilseed radish to grow. And I've also just been around this field again quite quickly, field 7, and sowed the grass, because obviously there was a few bits in the corners where it had missed spots. So now that field is properly fully seeded, as are all of them. There's the field 8 here with the grass, which we will be having to mow and bale collect very soon. I figured we'd bring this back. Obviously we've got all the fields ploughed, joined and connected in the last couple of episodes, so that's all done and taken care of. So we can actually get back to doing a little bit of actual sort of farming work, you know. It makes a change, doesn't it? Start getting some fields cultivated again, like field 1, and getting some crops put on it. That would be nice. I also have nearly finished our pig food. I've got a little bit left in the silo, but we do need to also get our next silo's worth of pig food fermenting and on the go. So that's something else we'll have to have a look at in the coming days and adventures. Right, so we're going to do the poplar baling now. I think we'll let the New Holland do that. One of the New Hollands, probably the T8, I think. Go put the... this is the 7R, isn't it? Is it the 7R? I think it's the 7R. It doesn't actually have any logos on it to tell me. Seems a bit weird. I assumed I did de-seeding with the 7R. Oh no, I did it with the 8R. That seems a bit strange. Why did I use the 8R to do the condor seeding? Strikes me as being a... Maybe because I was going to do it with the Great Plains, wasn't I? But then the 7R couldn't pick the Great Plains cedar up. Where is the Great Plains cedar? Oh, the big boy tractor has it. Not that one. Wow, look how mucky that is. This one has my Great Plains cedar. He's done our big super duper awesome Uber field. I'd like to get into this field somehow. Can't remember where I do it. just down here, I think. So our sugar cane is still growing, but our poplars are pretty much ready to harvest, look. And maybe a couple on the edges. Now, poplar harvesting is going to take a long time because, unfortunately, it's still not courseplay compatible. Even though courseplay has been updated, as it were. And unfortunately, for whatever reason, there's now that horrible no course loaded text right in the middle of the screen at the bottom there. They've redesigned the HUD and the menus in courseplay when you start using it, so we'll have to see how that all functions. I've not used it with this save game yet on this particular map. I was playing around with it on another PC on a completely different game over the weekend, but I'm not entirely I hope that's just a bit of a bug in the current dev version of courseplay, and they will eventually get rid of that text on the bottom of the screen there, because that is annoying. Right, so we've got our new digestate spreader there, which we don't really need at the minute. Haven't checked on the animals yet today, and I probably don't really care that much. Not being horrible, but they're doing whatever the animals do. Right, so I want the T8. Gonna need the bumper. Oh, let me put this in here. And the bio baler. So I'm gonna pick up the bumper. We'll get down to doing some poplar baling again. Make a load of wood chip bales. Would be pretty cool. I think as well at some point we'll have the now I'm pretty sure I can't do baling with this thing. Taken off a lot of the options here, so all the course generation stuff, unfortunately, is now down here. Don't know if courseplay will do this. I don't think it does. I don't think it knows quite how to operate the DLC baler at this point in time. I've kind of got to drive. It wants me to drive down there, doesn't it? Let me have a look. They've changed all the settings and now I don't know where anything is. Where they have like tool offsets and stuff now. Let's have a go. See what happens. Yeah. Okay, we can forget that then, because Courseplay doesn't even actually know how to operate the baler. Which means we're probably going to have to do it using good old GPS. Need to get this course position somewhat right. So I want it driving more or less down there. Is where I want it driving. Turn around. Oh, this thing is slow. I forgot how slow this baler is. I'll be on that road. Oh, of course it doesn't, and again it doesn't cut till the back's closed. That's a bit frustrating. I'm going to have to drive down here manually myself and do this. This is going to take forever to do. Poplar baling. New Olympic sport. Having the 3 metre working width does kind of help though. Interesting to see where it puts it on that next. Actually, I think what we need, if I remember right, more or less get it to work up and down this path, although it's not going to do the row next to me, is it? I haven't really worked out the best way yet to do bio baling of wood chips. Well, let's see what happens then when we turn around. Which path is it going on now? Okay, it's going down this row. which means it skips 2 rows. Right, so I've got a whole day of poplar harvesting ahead, which means I'm probably going to have to time-lapse this, this footage, because otherwise we're going to be here a very long time doing this. So what I'll do is I'll wait till I need to unload again, and then I'll do a separate recording for this, because then I can record the commentary over the top quite happily. Okay, so let's insert the time-lapse speedy up portion of the video, because this is a very, very slow job doing bio-baling. Ridiculously slow. The baler doesn't travel at the greatest of speeds, doesn't have the greatest working speed, and also it only has a 2,000 litre capacity, which means it gets full quite quick and needs to be emptied. I'm going to have a bit of a look and a rethink. I wonder how else we could do poplar trees. I think you can do them with a forage harvester. That's something I will have to have a look into, I think, and see if it's possible to do forage harvesting of poplar bales, poplar trees, to produce loose wood chips, which I can always then just put through the heating plant, can't I? Stevie's heating plant mod. Load the bales, chop some trees. Also, what makes this task even more kind of arduous and a bit more troublesome is the fact that trying to get the right settings in either GPS mod or courseplay for the working. Well, courseplay just won't do bio-baling at all. It doesn't even activate the baler. We've already seen that. So you can't use courseplay to do this task. So you're kind of forced to use GPS, and then trying to get the correct settings for the width and lanes and stuff is very trial and error. Very trial and error. I've not been very good at it. I've not got a very good setup programmed at the minute. I do have a bit of a tinker with it in a little while to see if I can get a little bit better, and in the end I just end up basically putting the baler directly behind the tractor and just doing straight lines, no offsets or anything like that. Just go straight down the bales, the tree line. And that seems to work. You don't cause any crop destruction, so with the tractor. So running straight lines down here seems to work quite well for me. But to do this field, it would take absolutely ages. And also, I'm a little bit misguided, a little bit confused with some of the things. For whatever reason, I honestly thought poplars regrew after you'd harvested them, so you'd get a couple of harvests out of poplars before you needed to replant them. That's not the case at all. That only applies to sugarcane. So once I've harvested all these trees, I need to plough the field and replant it with something else, which is going to be the big thing. Get it fertilised and then get it replanted with something else. Probably do crops. Go back to doing crops on it. It's been fun to do poplar bales. It's something I've not done before, but the payout is very minuscule, very small for the amount of time and effort that goes into producing either bales or loose wood chips. And there's not really a lot of machinery in the game to play with that can harvest the trees and stuff, so the poplar trees, so I think I would probably not do them again. I've done 2 harvests now. We've tested out the new DLC, the bio baler. I'll still keep the existing baler, the bale collector, because I think that's pretty cool. That 24 bale round bale collector is pretty cool and very useful. Because obviously I'm still going to be doing grass bales and stuff and straw bales and that down the road, so it's going to be useful for collecting those and taking them to sell points. But I think the Poplar experiment is done. This field will be my last of the Poplars because it takes far too long to harvest them with anything in game. And I've actually just played and recorded the next episode in the series before I've come back to do the editing of both episodes and the rendering. So I did try the in the next episode try the loading wagon, the forage harvester approach to doing poplar trees, but I was so disappointed with that as well because there is literally only one header in the entire game that works with poplar trees, and it's not a crone one to go with like the crone, the big M, the big crone forage harvester. None of the crone headers will touch poplar trees, so the only header I could find was a New Holland one, which is only like 2 meters wide and only operates at 8 kilometers an hour, so it's even slower than the baler. So to forage harvest this entire field would take forever. I'm going to get the width right for this. Playing around with the GPS settings. It's not working right. What's going on? There we go. And then it started going a bit glitchy. It started like turning across different lanes, so it's like, let's try this again. Let's play with this, sort this out a different way if we can. Trying to get the width right. Well, like I say, in the end I just put the baler directly behind the tractor and don't worry about offsets and stuff because it just doesn't want to work properly for me. Plus I will end up running into bales. I don't want to do that either, so can we just get rid of this offset? Put the baler directly behind the tractor in a straight line. That works. And then just drive down here like normal. That looks better. I can probably manage it now. Probably manage the poplar harvest. You might as well just tow this behind the tractor, because with the bumper and that you don't cause crop destruction, and then you ain't got to prat around with offsets or anything like that. Just be interesting to know what the road width was. I'm horribly wrong. For some reason I keep lifting the baler up. Don't know why that is. Every time I try to turn off the hood, the baler lifts up and stops doing the trees properly. Bumper's not doing a very good job of pushing them bales out of my way. see how many more rows of this I decide to do. I'll probably do a couple more just to get enough bales to do a couple of trailer stacker loads, a couple of bale loads, maybe 2 full balers. But yeah, gonna have to find another way to do poplar harvesting that's a bit quicker. If it's something we're going to persevere with, which at this moment in time I'm probably not. I'd much sooner go back to crops, which I can have, you know, umpteen harvesters working at once and you know, a great rate of knots, doing fields in a few hours rather than a few days, which is what this is going to take. It now. Keep missing little bits here and there, which is a shame. The in-cab view's not very good because the trees clip through the tractor. So it looks like my driver's just getting smacked in the face every time by the trees. Just doesn't quite make it to the edge before it gets full each time. It's pretty much consistent though where it's filling up, look, because the bales are all more or less in the same spot each time. Alright, let's go do the spriggly bits, because they're annoying me now. We'll get rid of these bits that I missed last time. I wonder if I actually do like a headland. Probably do. There's a bit where it's kind of like, I think because I was doing it spirals originally, wasn't I, when I seeded it. So it has done a bit of a strip along the top here, look. So I need to get rid of that. Some of them haven't grown in yet, which is a little bit frustrating. I think right on the corner here there's a patch of poplars that haven't grown to harvest state, look. It's still green. So it won't do them. And then I think down the bottom there's a patch right in the middle. Create some dust as well, doesn't it, this process, look? Some dust and dirt flying as we cut down these poplars. All of them. Oh, I got full. Should have known it would get full there. Alright, let's do the bottom of the field then. Chop all these scraggly bits. There's a see, look, whole section that hasn't grown in. Oh, flipping annoying that is. And there's quite a bushy area in the corner, which again hasn't grown in. Right, one more row I think, and then we'll go back to doing something a bit different. I think we'll call it a day as far as baling poplars goes, and get a few collected up and sold instead, because it's clearly going to take forever to finish doing this field. Yeah, get to the edge of this strip, then we'll stop, get the bale collector, pick up what we've produced so far and take them and get them sold at the sawmill, and then we'll see where we're at then for the rest of the episode. So the time-lapsey speedy up bit is coming to an end. Normal service will resume with normal in-game audio and live commentary. So thank you. Okay, so at 3 o'clock, or nearly 4 PM now in the afternoon, I have got only a few bales done. I've got hardly any of the field, look. Oh my, this is going to take days to harvest this. And then we need to pick up the bales and transport them. Wasn't really a good idea on my part, was it, to do that? I don't think. We'll take the bale stacker and go get some bales picked up. This is going to be a little bit annoying because then I've got to take this all the way up to the sawmill. Get rid of our bales. At least we could take 24 at a time. Yeah, that is going to take a long time to harvest. One for the top. No, I think I've definitely got 24, so I've definitely got a full trailer load to take up there. Probably should have worked in a circle, thinking about it with these. Get these picked up because the grabber's all only on the one side. Kind of mean I have to drive in the poplar bales, poplars, to pick up some of these. I'll do it this way. No, I've got 19 bales now. 20. One. 22. 3. Of course, last but not least, $24. Best price for wood chip bales then is going to be Port Northwest, Port Southeast, wood chip sales, wood chip sales. So we'll have a quick drive up there, get rid of these. Our Scorpion King and log trailer, parked there quite happily. Thanks, look. Hopefully this unloads. Okay. Bing. But made a few quid for the day. You're not going to get rich doing poplar bales unless you've got vast quantities of poplar bales. But to have vast quantities of poplar bales, you need vast quantities of time and patience. And sadly, I am lacking in both of those areas. It will take forever to harvest that field. I think my next job is going to be to cultivate field 1. Get that oilseed radish churned in, and then get it reseeded with an actual crop of some sort that we can actually then sell. Right, so we'll take this back down to the field, leave it with next to the baler. There. How much straw do the cows need? Not a lot. Right, we're over in this area. I'm going to quickly hoover up the rest of that pig food, and then I can start doing pig food mixing. I've got plenty of potatoes and stuff in the silo. Not going to be a problem. But yeah, the other day on one of the videos when I first did this silo, one of the comments was, "Oh, you've got enough food to last you for months." It's like, yeah, no, doesn't work like that, unfortunately. Because the pigs, they eat a ton of this stuff with the pig food mixing mod installed. So this silo really doesn't go all that far to feeding them and keeping on top of them. they will consume all of that. Job done. So that's emptied. So I can start filling that one up again one day, very soon. How much slurry? We've got no slurry in, or have we got any slurry in storage? We've probably got a little bit, I would think. 76,000 litres. That means the pigs have got a little bit. They've got a tank full. The cows have got nearly a tank full. So what I'll do is I'll quickly just move them over. Here's a... whilst I can fit it all in one tanker load. So we're obviously going to have a lot of digestate now. We'll put the EGA to bring back. I'll have a drive up there at some point and see exactly just how much I have got. One tank of slurry. Get that emptied down here. Empty. Got quite a bit of wool appearing, which is nice. They've nearly done with the eggs. They will be cultivating then. Field 1 next, so we'll be using the big cultivator. Means we'll be using this big boy. Taking down to field 1 anyway. That oilseed radish is nice and ripe. Cultivate it in, let it release its goodness into the soil. And we'll be on very happy days. But that will take place now tomorrow, as it's fairly late in the evening here on the farm. And like I say, still got some bales to get rid of and sort out. It's been one of them episodes today. I'm actually quite tired in real life and I'm struggling. This is one of the first few episodes where I've really been struggling to focus on what I'm doing. So I'm going to take this opportunity to say thank you for watching this video. I hope you've enjoyed it. I've nearly fallen asleep during it a couple of times. If you've got any questions, comments, suggestions or feedback, please feel free to drop them in the comment section down below. If you're new to the channel and you're not already a subscriber, please go ahead and click that subscribe button, as it really helps me out as a creator and it helps the channel to grow. So from here on Fenton Forest Farm, where from the looks of things we haven't really achieved a great deal today, we've only done a few rows of poplars, it is goodbye from me for now, and I'll see you all again next time.